She thought she had everything locked in. The ring, the venue, the big day just around the corner. But when her guy suddenly asked for a prenup, she completely lost it. Let's break down how this bride-to-be turned furious overnight.
Let me see your prenup. Show it to me.
Why you gotta curse so much? Relax.
Are you laughing?
No, I'm just laughing because you're a little lit.
So you understand that our wedding is weeks away?
Yeah, we're gonna have the prenup drawn up in less than 7 days. We can reach a mutual agreement, honey. It's that easy.
So you're saying our relationship is a negotiation?
You're goddamn right.
Yes, it is a negotiation to keep both safe, and without it you are playing with fire and risking losing everything.
Is that what you're saying?
What?
You say how you think.
Everything's
you think
business,
everything
babe.
is.
Blanco, I don't know if you understand that. That in my house,
Oh, everything is business
everything.
for you?
My mother taught me one thing, what it's never personal.
So if your mom was here right now,
She's saying,
in this table, your mom is gonna tell you that mine and your relationship is a business?
let's get one thing straight, baby. You met me knowing what I was building. I'm a
What are you
man.
talking about?
Well, I'm just
Oh,
saying.
I met you.
When you
were-
met me, I was already doing my thing.
Always handle it like this and protect your assets at all costs. Don't let someone take away what is rightfully yours.
Michael, shut up.
What's the problem?
The last time I checked, when you were running Pure Blanco, I was right behind you guys.
Exactly.
Okay?
You just said it.
Oh.
Behind.
Oh, behind?
Yeah, behind.
Oh, I was behind you guys,
Like
right?
2 years behind. You weren't helping me conduct business.
Oh, I wasn't helping you conduct business. I'm really tired. Do not take that. Don't do it to
I'm
me.
not taking it away from
Take it. No, I don't give a about the cameras, Michael.
I'm not
I don't
saying that,
care.
baby.
It's crazy how she convinced herself that she's entitled to his stuff before even getting engaged.
I bust my ass so hard and you know it.
See that one coming.
This isn't a conversation. If she says no to a prenup, the relationship is over, period. My ex got very upset with the idea of a prenup. Things ended soon after, and I found out a lot of things about her real character since then.
I think you should sign it tomorrow morning.
We're not signing a prenup tomorrow.
How about tonight?
Gotcha.
I don't think it's really fair that you ask them. There's so much other pressure going on right now.
Look at how happy they are.
We'll see.
Got him!
Come on, Dad. My dad's a scary guy when he doesn't get what he wants.
It's the opposite. He has every right to protect his money and house.
You do it his way or you learn the hard way.
For me, this prenup was already done.
Megan's pretty adamant about not having a prenup.
The prenup protects both of you.
Yes! Hell yeah!
So how did it protect me then? I was like Megan. He's like you. So what happened?
It's embarrassing seeing my parents still fighting. I'm always the one in the middle.
I think it ruined our marriage.
I just wish that we could all just be a happy family.
You told me you wanted different.
We're not going to do a prenup because that's what makes Megan happy. If she wanted a prenup, I'd love to get a prenup.
He didn't listen to his father's advice, and it will only come to haunt him later on in life.
Because then you both would be really happy.
Like, I thought we were done with this. We were on the same page, but it seems like he's on his dad's side again.
Rejected.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Nothing. Me? Just hanging around.
You really not gonna sign a prenup?
No, I'm not signing no prenup.
End of discussion. If they refuse it, wish them a good day and move on.
What you got is what I got.
Okay, but I don't understand, why would you not want to sign? Basically, our love is
Your
real.
money is my money.
Huh?
Simple as that.
Okay, why are we going straight to the money? It don't have any. All I'm doing is my lawyers are telling me that I have to protect myself, and it's not from you, but it's just
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Everything that you bring in the house, is mine too.
What do you mean by that?
Nah, because I mean, what did you come with? What did you come with that you deserve, the thing you just don't like? Like, this is for our own protection.
If someone brings nothing, they should walk away with nothing. That's how it works.
And
You know what I'm saying? From
I don't care what you say. It's my money too. Simple as that.
But see, the lawyer said that's what you was gonna do though. They were saying you was not.
No, he didn't.
So what's the point of you not signing the prenup?
The money that you bring home is mine too. Simple as that. End of conversation.
You serious?
That's crazy. So I guess there ain't gonna be no wedding then.
Whatever.
He's lucky he saw this soon and not later in a divorce.
It's gonna be a wedding.
Okay, I'm here with
Adriana.
Okay, Adriana, look, I need to ask, like, the world needs to know. We're in Miami right now, so this is an important question. You're talking to a guy, you close the deal, you guys are meant for each other, whatever, you're about to get married. Would you sign the prenup?
No, I would not want to do that.
You wouldn't want to do it?
No.
Why?
Because, like, it should be fair. Like, we should split and I should take half of whatever he has.
Shit, what if he's like a millionaire? He's like, let's say he has 300 million. You think you should take 150?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You serious?
Oh shit. I don't know what's hotter, this conversation with ice cream, this shit's dripping. That's crazy. Oh, damn.
No prenup, no marriage, end of discussion. Norman Mailer once said, "You never really know a woman until you meet her in court."
Come here right now! No, right now, Sleeman! What are you doing? What the hell is this?
Well, that came quick.
What the hell is it, Sleeman? A prenup? Really?
Yeah.
Why are you getting a prenup done?
So you're getting married?
That is not a reason to get a prenup! Do you know what a prenup is for? It's
when
for
you get married.
No! It's for a divorce, Sleeman, not for a marriage. Get off your phone!
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness?
Why?
Some people make it seem like it's a crime to ask for that.
Angry. Calm down.
Because why are you getting a prenup, Sleeman? No!
This is just in case a divorce happens, you protect your
A
assets.
divorce is not going to happen.
Are you sure about that?
Sleeman, I only want to get married one time. I want to be married until the day that I die.
Can I show you this? It explains it all. Come here. Let me read it to you. So look, they're listed on the back, all of the things that you and I own individually. So there's yours and there's mine.
They both benefit from this.
You can add things that I didn't include. So just take a read. That's my stuff.
My engagement ring? My engagement ring is your property.
Well, I bought it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Technically, if he's the one who bought it, he has the right to take it in case they didn't last.
Well, you didn't buy it.
You seriously think I'm going to divorce you and try and keep your PlayStation 5? Are you kidding?
Did they put that on there? Yeah, that's good. Well, what if you did? I don't know, they're going for a lot. Okay, just sign it now and I can send it today.
Are you absolutely
Take your time and read it.
No! I'm not going to sign it!
Wrong thing.
I'm not signing this thing! I don't want to!
If they don't want to respect their wishes, then move on to find someone who will.
Say you're gonna marry a girl, okay? And you love her so much. Would you make her sign a prenup with the abundance of money you do have?
Yeah, of course.
You would make her sign a prenup?
Yeah, why not? Because if she was like, she's not comfortable with that, then it's like...
But she might get offended by that.
Well, if she's offended by that, then she's not the one, right?
It's their problem.
Okay.
I mean, it's like, is that then, she's offended by it, is she like, is that why she's there then?
Your money? What if she also made a lot of money? Like, maybe more than what you make?
Well, the laws, specifically in California, are really not in favor of men, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like a woman you could break up, they could take like half your shit, and she could do it and be like, peace.
Okay, okay. So you would make her sign a prenup?
Yeah, of course.
This question doesn't even need to be thought about. The answer would always be to play safe.
Want to get married, like that should be a lifelong commitment. It shouldn't be about, oh, just in case, or, you know, if you feel like there's a just in case, maybe you shouldn't be married.
People get car insurance and that don't mean they gonna get into an accident. It's just in case.
What's the point of saying I'm gonna get married and then have the just in case right before the marriage? Like, if you feel like it's gonna be a just in case, then marriage shouldn't be your option.
Because having a backup plan is smart.
So that's what you feel a prenup is, a
Right.
just in case.
A prenup is just a just in case. Now, I feel like if it's a prenup where you say you keep your assets, I keep mine, and it's just kind of disrespectful in a sense. Just discuss it. Like, that's a conversation that should be discussed before you even think about the marriage.
I beg your pardon?
Like, marriage is more of a business nowadays than it is anything. Like, and with any business, you got to protect your assets.
I agree when she said that you need to discuss it before, but that's all I agree with her on.
And a prenup, it don't even got to be finances. You could discuss anything, whether where the kid's going to be, where the house, like you don't. It could be. It's just it's a negotiation.
Like marriage is a contract already, anyway. So once one would sign another one, you feel me? You sign the marriage certificate, boom. Like,
don't be no broke married couple talking about prenuptial. And
I don't think you could be
stay married because of love and just shut the.
She made another point. Don't give up on a relationship easily.
Getting a prenup. If you are really, really rich, yes. If you're like the rest of us, it doesn't matter.
Should everyone get a prenup before they get married?
Again, I think it depends on the girl and how well that you know her.
Even if you're not rich, it's safe to set it to at least save your house and car.
For me, she's God-loving. I'm in this for life. I didn't feel the need to sign a prenup for that reason.
So you as a lawyer did not get a prenup?
No, you got to find someone that's going to stick by your side through it all. I'm a man of good judgment, and I feel I picked the right one, and that's why I decided not to get one signed.
So someone that's watching us, they want to become a lawyer, they're about to get into law school. Is it worth it?
Depends on what you want. If you do have the drive and the motivation to ultimately get there, and I'm not saying that just to say that, but if you really, really deep down want to do it, it is for you, and you can really impact people's lives. We just had someone the other day. She fell down a flight of stairs. We had gotten her case settled. Before we got the case settled, the people that operated and owned the property that she fell on fixed the stairs. It's not going to happen again.
It's crazy how much trust some people put into others. I hope he chose the right one.
A prenup?
Absolutely. Do you have one yourself? Or
I do.
Okay. So let me tell you what it did for us. I like where we have your money, my money, our money. She says, I want to buy that new Chanel purse. How much, babe? $12,000. You want to buy that Chanel purse? Buy it with your money. If I want to buy that purse for you, I'll buy it with my money. So you know I bought it with my money. If we have something that we're doing for our kids and ourselves, which is us, team us, this is our money. I noticed that minimize arguments to the point where no one's being judged.
I like this idea. It makes both sides feel invested, and no one feels used.
He said he will only marry me if we get a prenup. Then you know what to do, girl. Go visit your doctor. Huh? Get you some prescriptions. Get you some mind-altering prescriptions and take them on that day. And have your receipts from the pharmacy, have your visit to the doctor, and film yourself on Instagram taking your meds. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
This is one of the worst pieces of advice I heard, and the irony is there are some people that did it.
Make sure the date is seen as well.
What?
That is just posted. Then the contract will be null and void. There you go.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness? Do you think you do?
When we got married, I was the girl that was like, I'm not signing a prenup. Because I'm marrying you till death do us part. I come from a legacy of women who stand by their men no matter what. So you don't have to worry about me.
I don't think so.
And I'm not signing a prenup because to me, contracts are real. So if you're writing a if this happens, you're basically saying that's going to happen. Yeah. And so I see how now in hindsight.
As humans, we can't know for a fact what will last forever and what won't. So we can't be certain.
I am such an advocate of prenups because marriage at the end of the day is a business. Because at the end of the day, we are all individual souls. Let's stop with the literalness that something is gonna last forever. Nothing lasts forever. So I heard this once that even marriages where the two people are married forever, that marriage is gonna look 3 to 5 different ways.
Nothing lasts forever.
You still think that getting a prenup has anything to do with the lack of trust in your partner? Maybe you're mistaken, but that's okay because I didn't know this until I went to law school. So now I'm just going to share what I learned with you. And I'm really surprised this is not widespread knowledge because it should be. Getting a prenup actually has everything to do with the lack of trust in your government. And here's why.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness? Do you think you do?
We can actually compare a prenup to a will in the sense that you either draft your own will or the government will use the one that they already drafted. You feel me? In the same sense, it's not about whether you want a prenup or you don't want a prenup. It's a matter of which prenup do you want? The one that you drafted, that you agree with, that you think is fair?
You're goddamn right.
Or, in the instance of death or divorce, the one that the government already drafted.
It's better to choose what suits us and move on to what's next.
It's up to you. Now, if you think that your government will do an efficacious job at dividing your assets and making sure that your loved ones are provided for in the instance of death or divorce, then by all means, prenup. However, if you do experience some distrust in the way that the government does things and has done things through the course of your life, you should probably get a prenup.
This is one of the hard conversations that him and I had to have is, what are your thoughts on a prenup? And we actually differ. I'm for a prenup and he's not.
Wow, I never seen it from this side before.
I think marriage as a law-abiding, you are signing a contract. I think you have every right in the contract to make divorce as hard as possible. So like in my prenup, I want to say, if you choose to cheat on me and leave me for another woman, you leaving me with everything. The only way I'm going to sign up for a divorce.
No.
So-
Like when we had this argument, this disagreement, and she said she wanted a prenup. Generally, what people assume from a prenup, and I know this is like to protect the man. When she explained what she meant by a prenup, I'm actually more on board with it because essentially her version of the prenup is to make the divorce as hard as possible. Like if I initiate it, I would give up everything that I own. It all become hers. Or if she initiated the divorce.
I think the best agreement is if someone is caught cheating, they lose everything in the divorce.
She would lose everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm totally for that.
I
actually love that idea.
The thing with a prenup too is that if you get legally married, it's a contractual obligation. It's just whether or not the state makes it or whether or not you make it. And the state changes the laws all the time, which is another thing, especially with how the laws have been changing in women's favor.
Did y'all see the story of the lady that signed her prenup with invisible ink?
What?
So she knew her soon-to-be husband was being a little shady on the side, so she made sure to sign that document with invisible ink.
This actually makes her the shady one.
So when the cookie started to crumble, old boy held up the prenup and said, well, you can leave, but you're not getting anything. She said, I didn't sign anything. Lo and behold, there's no signature on the document. So lady gets half everything, okay? And not only does she get half everything, she took her things that she took, the money that she got from the divorce, bought half of the company that he was CEO at, fired him, and then hired like his arch nemesis as the new CEO of the company.
It's an evil world we live in.
Now this story was everywhere a while back.
I don't know why she's telling this happy, like if that woman did an achievement.
And you can just like search in the search bar for woman signs prenup with invisible ink. The lawyer even did his own video on it and all of that. And I just want to say that girl had her thinking cap on because she knew. She had a plan. She had a plan and she was going to execute that plan, and she did execute that plan.
What kind of animal are you?
She gets married, she's pretty much set.
No, you're not set because that little paper could be ripped up the next day.
Can it
Go
though?
after that.
Not unless they have a prenup. And even if they have a prenup, a lot of women can fight that in
All
court.
women should sign a prenup.
Yeah, I agree.
If he has money, then of course she could be signing a prenup. What the hell are you there for? Well, because if a man works for everything they have, some girl just walks in and thinks it's going to be handed to her feet, I think you should be able to sign a prenup. And if they get offended, they're there for the wrong reasons. Thank you.
Nice. It's true. You can't let someone you just met come and take everything you worked all your life for.
So if I were to get a prenup, what should I include in it?
I think the easiest prenup is the one that I would encourage most people to have, which is, I call it the yours, mine, and ours. If it's in your name, asset or liability, you keep it. If it's in her name, asset or liability, she keeps it. If it's in joint names, you split it 50-50. That's it, clean.
There are going to be people online that say you didn't get married because he wanted you to sign a prenup.
Correct.
So why did you not just sign the prenup?
In that moment, it was, I'd rather walk away from something knowing that I chose myself than to spend the rest of my life not being loved the way that I love somebody.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
If some people see love in the sense that we give half of our stuff, then they can keep that love to themselves.
And she would not take a DNA test. It's much easier for men to go along with a woman's delusion than fight. And I think many times as women, I mean, we go through life never having someone say that we're just chatting a bunch of shit. Have you ever met a chick that truly believed she was something she wasn't? I mean, and that's what I see with these tradcon women. An example was on Twitter the other day. I saw this woman say that she would not sign a prenup and she would not take a DNA test.
The best thing out of this situation is if she tells this as soon as possible rather than later in the relationship, so we can part ways.
And she felt like it was wrong of a man to ask that. And, you know, my question is, aren't you a bit out of order telling your husband what he can and can't ask of you? But we don't want to have that conversation, do we? Seriously, because I thought, you know, if you submit to your husband in all things, like, you know, you say you do, why are you not submitting to his request for a prenup?
Absolutely not. Okay? We're not doing that. We're not starting off our marriage with intentions of having a divorce. Our marriage will be rooted in Christ alone, and therefore, there's no such thing as divorce. That's not an option.
What do you mean by that?
We will work it out forever. We will give each other grace and love.
The irony is that she's the one who will ask for a divorce if things went wrong.
You will love me like Christ loves the church, and I will submit to his authority and be the best helpmate that I can possibly be.
Are you sure about that?
Talking about a prenup. No. Never. Ever.
So that means there is no marriage.
Would you ever sign a prenup?
No.
Why?
Ooh, why not?
Why for both of y'all?
Dana, explain
If
that.
you're gonna have your own money, sorry, just go ahead. Why not?
I don't see the reason. I don't want to sign a prenup because right there you're just preparing for divorce.
You think so?
That's what I'm saying. Okay, yeah, that's how I feel about it.
For me, I'm like a real lover girl. So like when we're getting married, there's no leaving. Like we're about to have some fucking kids.
So why I can't get that prenup but we not leaving? Why I can't just
why you want
why
it?
You want
Why do you want it?
I just want to make
you
sure
saying you want a prenup, meaning you preparing for one day for you to leave.
The best bet here is to pick someone with their money and belongings, and there is a higher chance they would agree on your terms so both of you are protected. Well, guys, that was all for today. We'll be back soon.